Hi guys, hey, how's it going? Thanks for checking in. So I wanted to talk in this edition of this article, and this video post, about carrying appendix. Now there's a ton of great videos and articles out there by a lot of like switched on dudes who know what they're doing and have tons of experience of running that gun and running it from different kind of holsters. I think I'm a good shooter, at least decent. I've been carrying daily for an extremely long period of time. I've been shooting most of my life, but I'm not going to approach it from as much of a shooter's perspective on carrying appendix as I am from a fighter's perspective. And the reason is, number one, that's probably what I know better. Even though I do shoot and carry, I think my experience level and my lane is more approaching it from the fighter's perspective and less about how appendix might be faster or easier to carry or whatever. And all those are, like I said, check out all the videos. Todd Green did some stuff. Spencer Keepers has written some stuff, done some stuff. He does a really good, I'm not sure if it's one day, I think it's just a one-day course talking about appendix skills that he travels around. He also does it at tactical conferences and stuff like that. So if you ever get a chance, he's a really good guy to talk to. So there's a lot of excellent shooters out there. So I'm going to approach it more from the idea of, well, why does this work? Why do I carry it this way? What do I see as particular benefits? One of the benefits is the fact that it is in front of me. I am carrying it in front of me. It's in front of my hips, right? So, so everything from the hip bone up, this is where I'm carrying both blade and knife. That's a benefit because it's far easier to fight somebody who's right in front of you than it is dealing with somebody who's on the, like if you think of midline, half a line through my body halfway, it's much harder to deal with somebody who's on that side of that midline than it is on this side. A lot of critics who, a lot of people who don't like appendix or who want to convince you not to do it will say, oh, it's so much easier for a guy to take a gun from in front of you. It might be more available to him, but I can see it coming. I can't see it coming if the guy's real ninja-like and stealthy and he's approaching me and my attention's on something else or whatever, and he goes, and I'm carrying at 3 o'clock or 4 o'clock, and he reaches back there, I'm not going to see it. I have to turn, I have to engage from an initiative deficit. I'm already way behind the curve at that point. If he's in front of me, even if I'm not prepared, even if I've lost a little bit of situational awareness or whatever, I've messed up at that point, he's still in front of me. So once he makes that move, at least I'm already engaged where all my power line is going to be going forward. It's much easier for us to go attack and fight this way than it is in any other direction. So I see it, yes. Is it easier for him to grab? Yes, but it's easier for me to deal with. I see it better. It's easier to defend. It's easier to engage from. So from a fighter's perspective, that's a huge advantage. Another one, again, is something that from a shooting perspective is kind of irrelevant, but from a fighter's perspective, it might be one of the most important things, and that is what I do with my elbows, right? Whether I'm entangled on the ground, whether I'm entangled standing, or I have a little bit of space, but this guy's 2, 3, 4, 5 yards away from me, the last thing I want to do is open up this window where my elbow moves away from my ribs. Certainly, I do not want to do it. That is absolutely one of the worst things you could do in any kind of entanglement. So I would prefer, as part of my draw, as part of my ability to access a weapon, to not do that, right? So when I'm carrying appendix, all my gear, or all the access to my gear, can all be done from here. The elbows stay in tight. Even if this person, even if I'm already entangled with this person, standing or on the ground, I'm not open. I'm never giving him that opening to get in between my torso and my arms and take away my leverage and add to his and give him more options and minimize my options. Whereas if I'm carrying 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, for me to draw, regardless of how efficient I am or how awesome I am at doing it, my elbow is going to move away. So if I'm carrying, say, classic FBI position, and I'm fighting, I'm entangled with this guy, I go to here, look how far away my elbow is. This is pretty tight too, right? I'm tracking the entire time. But look how far away my elbow is from my ribs. Look how far away my hand is from my head, protecting my head in this encounter. So at this moment, I only have one hand to deal with the threat right here who's doing stuff to me. And I'm moving this far back, it's a long ways, and I'm giving him this huge opening to stop, to foul that draw, to take control over me, and to keep me from doing anything. So I like the idea of everything being in here. This is my preference. I think it's a much, I don't think, I know, based on 37 years of doing this and teaching since 1987 and teaching literally thousands of people, this idea that elbows to the ribs is one of the most important things, and you do not want to violate that if you possibly can help it. So again, is that something that from a shooter's perspective they're going to pay attention to? Maybe not so much, but as a fighter it's crucial to me. So that's what I prefer. So those are a couple of reasons I think for me, and I want to be very clear about this. This is not a video to advocate, oh, you're not carrying appendix, you're a loser, and you're going to get killed. No, it's a personal decision. It's very much what works for you and your environment and your situation with your body type and your ideas and your skill set. Whatever works best for you is cool with me. I'm just saying this is why I carry appendix. The reasons that I carry, not just because I saw a cool guy video of Todd Green or somebody else running a gun appendix, Mike Pannone or somebody who's really good at it, to say, oh, I'm going to copy him. No, these are the reasons I'm going to do it. Yes, I believe in the reasons they espouse from a shooting perspective. It's a little bit faster for me in the, if I can be a little bit more surreptitious and going for the gun. All those kind of reasons are all valid and are good for me. But like I said, I have these other couple things that are usually not brought up when appendix gets discussed. So again, it works for me. I'm not advocating for anybody else, but if you think about these things, if these things are important to you, then this might be what you want to look at and say, oh, okay, yeah, I understand that, and that's important to me. So and as far as what I run, I found a couple holster makers that I think are really good. Tony Mayer at Jam Custom Kydex, I got a couple of his, really good. He's a good guy, good shooter. I mentioned Spencer Keepers before. Not only is he a terrific shooter and instructor, he also makes a great appendix holster, the Keepers, his company Keepers Concealment. I think, and Spencer was also one of the first guys who really started to crack the code of what makes an appendix holster work, as opposed to just taking an inside waistband holster and just sticking it in the appendix position. He was one of the first guys to really think about it and to come up with this stuff. So I have a bunch of his holsters. I'm not running one right now because right now I'm carrying P07, a CZ P07, and I'm just waiting. I'm waiting for Spencer to get tooled up to make a holster, either that for the P09, so I can start carrying and have one of his. Right now, currently, my main holster that I'm running is from Dark Star Gear. Tom Kelly at Dark Star Gear. He's another guy who spends a lot of time thinking about the position, carrying appendix, and what you need to do. And then this is his Orion holster, the way you call it, the Orion. Really like it, very streamlined. You can see there's not a whole lot of bulk of kydex to it. Really enjoyed a lot the Raven wing, Raven concealment wing. Is great. You can see I'm running it with a metal clip right now. I love this clip. It's not, I don't run this with the on my normal everyday carrier when I'm serious. This is more when I'm running up to the store. I was just doing some last minute Christmas stuff. That's why I have this one on. But this is a great holster. And then generally the Orion, I mean, the holster body is the holster body, whether you do it with the metal clip or you do with, you know, soft loops or a kydex clip or whatever. So this is my current carrier. I'm super happy with this. Like I said, I'd still love to get one from Spencer because I love his stuff too. So, you know, look around. Just because one style works for somebody doesn't mean it works for everybody else. Appendix is very, it's very specific. It's very personal. So try it, play with it if you feel like it. Look around. You can look on a lot of websites. The couple of the best, I think, answer questions are totalprotectioninteractive.com and pistolforum.com. That's a great site. A lot of appendix talk, and you can see a lot of guys talking about this holster works for me for this reason, and gives you a bunch of different ideas. But anyway, like I said, this is why I do what I do. It works great for me, and I put a lot of thought and time into doing. I think I've been carrying appendix since 2006, I think. So I've been doing a lot, and this is why it works for me, and I just wanted to bring that out for people who aren't used to it or who used to seeing from a shooting perspective. So I hope it helped, guys. If you have any questions, you can shoot me a line. You can put the comments on my YouTube channel or send me an email at cecil@iacombatives.com, and hopefully we'll talk to you soon. Thanks.